YouTube. Alright guys, so the Battlefield 6 early access beta has been out yesterday and today. Unfortunately, I've had the flu this week and it's just been kicking me. I was gonna try to stream last night and then I spilled my coffee all over my keyboard. It was just a mess. Half the keys weren't working. And I laid down, I called it quits. I was defeated. So I played a few games so far and honestly, the game's a lot of fun. I'm getting used to it, but it just feels like old classic Battlefield. I used to play way back in the day in like the one that was like World War II. I played Bad Company the most, and then Bad Company 2 as well when that came out when I was in high school. And my friends and I used to have so much fun playing that. And we would go from that to Call of Duty to Zombies all the time. Like those three were some pretty big main ones, especially when Halo phased out. Those were like the main ones. But man, we really need something like this to compete with COD. COD is definitely getting scared. They've made changes already. And I'm honestly sick of them being at the top of the hill on this. They need some competition. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with a friend. Really trying to get up to 10,000 subscribers. I'll catch you next one. Peace. We need to talk because after playing some Battlefield, like, whew, this beta so far is so good. It's so fun. And in ways you kind of need to compare it to Call of Duty, but not really because it's not trying to be Call of Duty. Battlefield has never really tried to be Call of Duty, but they also try to compete with Call of Duty, if that makes sense. It's really just in the whole FPS space and genre there is. Because the thing is Call of Duty needs to wake up, and I'll tell you what, they're already making some changes after seeing just the Battlefield beta. They have been promising us for seasons that they're going to have anti-cheat updates. The first real update we really saw, we technically didn't even see it. It just kind of felt like there were less cheaters when Verdansk first came out. So that kind of tells us like they can do something, but they're not really doing anything about it. And then on top of that, they've also said things like, oh, well, there will be an anti-cheat update like this, not this season, maybe next season. They'll literally give themselves a gap of 2 seasons. They're like, it's coming either this season or next. Like, it's kind of insane when that happens. Because all they really have to do for a multi-billion-dollar company, like this barely even touches their bank, is literally just get a third-party software for PC players. You have to have it downloaded to play, and that's it. I do think it's funny, though, because Battlefield had it, so you have to turn on the secure boot and everything, and they have their anti-cheat working, and then the same day, Call of Duty has a Season 5 update, and they say the same thing, which is also hilarious because these are the worst numbers Call of Duty has ever had, especially for an event or update. This event was trash. I don't even know what the point of the event was. They said they were going to open up Stadium, like that was their big, what are we in, 2 seasons now of Verdansk, and they still haven't even opened up the stadium, and it's still not even opened up. You have to do like a huge contract to like even get it open. I heard it's pointless. I didn't even touch it yet. That stuff's straight trash. But honestly, I've been sick all week, so I haven't been able to play much. I've only played maybe about like, I don't know, 5-7 matches of this, and man, I am just having so much fun. I haven't even played with friends yet. I'll be streaming that tonight with some friends, and oh my gosh. Don't get me wrong, I still love Call of Duty. I just want there to be a second game going back and forth for when I'm just sick of COD over COD and it's just like trash. I'm sick of the hackers, SBMM, all that. Okay, let's go play some Battlefield for a little bit. All right, a little tired of Battlefield, overdoing it. Let's go back over to COD, maybe play some ranked, you know? I like to get competitive. I like to play for fun. I like doing all that stuff. But that's the thing, though, is like Call of Duty has been such a monopoly all these years. Like, we used to have that back in the day. I always talk about it. It was Halo, Gears of War, and Call of Duty mainly. And then you had some like Left 4 Dead in there, some little things like that. And then Call of Duty Zombies was like another option as well. It was always fun going between the three. And I will say Battlefield definitely tanked it with 2042. I think a lot of people were hyped up for that, and the launch was just so bad. It got a bad record right off rip. I heard there were some good parts of it and like definitely, you know, shaped up over the years or something. But yeah, it's you have to really get, especially nowadays with the short attention spans and everything, you have to get that hype. You have to get that first hook when people first see the game, first hear about the game. And I mean, everyone's been saying that they really nailed it with this. Like everybody that went to the event and everything, even just watching it from my POV on YouTube, I thought I was hyped. I was super hyped. Like all I wanted to do was play this game. And I think that's a big deal, getting the whole atmosphere and get everyone on the same page. You know what I mean? Why not? And I just love that while Call of Duty has been copy and pasting their games, same formula for years, Battlefield just said, hold my beer, and gave these awesome maps with the battlefield destruction that it always does. I mean, the vehicles are awesome. Everything just works, man. The base of the game just works, and this is just the beta. Of course, it can have some glitches. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just a beta. And it's so refreshing too that you're not on like this. I love how like Call of Duty's like this small like arcade style game, you know, and you can do the movement and everything, but this is so refreshing that you can't just be sliding and flopping around all over the place and hoping aim assist catches them. It's just like, it honestly, quite honestly feels like you're in a war zone, you know? I'm not sure if anyone played paintball or something like that back in the day, but like I always used to like reference it to that when I was in like high school. Is like that's what like Bad Company 2 and all that felt like Medal of Honor games like that. And I loved it. I loved it. It's different. It's completely different from Call of Duty, as it should be. It should feel like a whole different game, and it should feel good in its own way. And honestly, getting a kill is like super satisfying because it's not like incredibly easy. And don't even get me started on the sniping. Sniping is so satisfying in this game. It always has been. It is super satisfying in this game. It almost feels like you like earned the snipe. But I will say too, it's also giving me that like, it just feels like a whole new game to me. And like, I'm like, oh no, like what is going on as things are blowing up around me? I came up to a wall in one part of the one map, and I shot it, and I was like, I wonder if I could shoot this and create a hole to peek through, and it was able to. I just shot like a shotgun shell through the wall, and I was able to peek through it and see the enemy and shoot them. Like, there's so many cool things you can do in this game, and the visuals are just amazing. Like, the maps look so good. Even when they start to get destroyed, they still look super good. It reminds me of like definitely Battlefield, but also like older style like Call of Duties and how they would look, even like especially Call of Duty 4. And I mean, I just love the graphics, the color schemes, everything in this game. I think it looks so good. On top of that, I have a settings video. There are so many settings in this game. It is crazy. You can even adjust like the like sizes of like the enemy names, their colors, your guys, your squad. You can do everything. The only thing is, I'm not sure, I don't think you can move your mini-map HUD all the way to the top left. I wish you could do that, so it's like more familiar, because not only Call of Duty, but other games do that as well. But at least from what I remember, I'm pretty sure it was bottom left in like Bad Company 2 and stuff like that too. I think the last Battlefield I played was Battlefield 3. I'm pretty sure it was in 2013-ish. That's all I really remember. I loved that game too. Another reason you should like this game too is, yeah, maybe it plays a little bit slower, I guess you could say in a way, but you don't really camp, and you can't really camp as well. If there's campers in a building, you just pull out an RPG or something and blow it up. It's as simple as that, man. You can't just camp up there with some Bettys and mines just waiting for the whole game, trying to get a free kill. You almost have to actually earn your kills. It's kind of refreshing too, not to worry about being like the best and on top of the leaderboard with kills, because like it just like feels like you're fighting in your own story playing this game. It's so fun. I just get lost in it personally. But really, like, just this beta alone is making me feel something that COD hasn't in years. Just like a new game, chaos, teamwork, like all those like, oh my gosh moments. Like, did that just happen? As something blows up in front of me, I feel like I'm almost dead. I mean, it's like moments like that every 5 minutes in this game too. Like, it's not just a shooter, like it's a whole new experience, which is weird because I've played Battlefields in the past. Anyways, I'll be posting more clips this weekend, and I'll also be going live this weekend. I'll probably have some Call of Duty and Battlefield videos out, but I'm really liking the Battlefield stuff. I still have to get into making classes, and I'll have some loadouts for that as well. All I'm saying is Call of Duty, they really got to shape up, man. They really got to shape up. It looks like we might be having 2 good games because, I think a lot of people are going to be getting this instead of Call of Duty. If you watched up until this point, I'd really appreciate it if you like, share, subscribe. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the game. Honestly, I want to know if you played it, if you liked it, why you didn't like it, if you didn't like it. I want to know everything, man. So let me know in the comments down below. I'm really trying to push to 10,000 subscribers this year. Would love to hit that by the end of the year. Not sure if it's possible, but, you know, we're grinding, we're making content. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.